Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to the Crust. We're playing the New Horizons update and I think we sorted out our power problems. We are going into night, we have 95% power. We have a whole bunch of new solar panels built, put another row of batteries in here, so we now have loads of batteries. If we go downstairs, I have set these little junctions. I've prioritized wherever I could that these junctions will send to other production facilities before they send to storage. So we will have backups on various lines, and it is happening. I see we have a problem with steel because the iron belt has run dry, and that is a big problem right now. We have loads of titanium. The problem is, firstly, this, and I think this was actually silicon. Can't remember. But I'm going to need to add some more iron into this. I can remove these two because that is now done. And I think maybe while I'm here, I'll just take that out and reconnect that into there. Build it. And then, yeah, different upgrade levels. So let's just upgrade that to there. Right, I do have a lot of cash. I got 3.7 million. I did a lot of contracts. That has also given me quite a lot of research. And as far as research goes, I am currently researching the MDR upgrade, mining efficiency, 25% less Regolith. I'm also doing the territory probes because I think that's important. And the ice harvester I'm doing not because I want the ice harvester right now. We will be able to build something soon. I'm just making sure that the science is flowing. Now, I want the territory probes because I think that maybe allows... Okay, first of all, it allows you to scan for helium-3 deposits. I do have the railgun already researched, but I'd like to also get the helium-3 harvester. So that is going to happen. And it's pretty expensive, and I need to build a tech center before I can even research that. We will get there. Anyway, back on the moon, I have 3 trucks currently picking up material from this MDR, and I have 2 rovers. Now, if you have a look, these rovers have been scanning furiously because I've been looking for stuff. Now, I forgot that I could do this, but they go out, they scan an area, and then you can move them on to scan another area. Right now, I was looking for rare earth, and we are getting rare earth from this area. We could come back a little bit closer to the base, but this area also has titanium, so not a lot, but some. I could bring it down to here if I wanted more titanium. I'm kind of thinking that iron oxide might be the way to go. So I'd like to get another MDR, and the way I'm going to do that is I need to build a large vehicle center. It's just hop into logistics, large vehicle assembly facility. That's quite expensive. I don't have the composites or the control units. I think I have everything else. So I'm going to have to buy those in, and then I don't know the cost of the vehicles. I may have to buy stuff in, but that's why I've got lots of cash. And I have an urgent contract. Anyway, lots to do. Let's get stuck in. Urgent contract, it's on Earth. Ooh, that's a bit much for me. I'll think about it. If we head over here, I have 2 more carbon fiber producers, and they are they actually getting through? I don't think they're actually even getting through everything that's being produced over here. If my numbers are right, these 8 should be able to drive 4 of these, but then there would be no leftovers. But I can upgrade these as well. So we'll see how that goes. I do want to have organics available for food. Although our food is full, and I've made these 2 storage boxes, the refrigerated storage or the cold storage, 1 for food and 1 for medicine, and that is going to be for stuff that we pick up that will come through the expedition center or the cargo center, wherever the trucks drop them off, because I don't want those going into my other line to this storage because they don't get stored in these containers. Somewhere along the line, I lost 3 drones, so I will have to go and figure that out. They may be in one of the trucks, but these trucks are all very busy, and there's that patrol button on the trucks. That basically, if you click that, it sets it to automatically deliver from the MDR and go out. It's all hands-free. So because I want an MDR, I want to make another one. I think what I'm going to do is start planning this. So large vehicle assembly, chances are I'm not going to be automating this because I don't think I'm going to need that many vehicles. So I think what I might do is just put this over there. Now that needs 14 control units and 60 composites. That is going to be expensive. Let's go and have a look. So composites price is high. I need 60 of them. You can only fit 50 into a container, and that's a lot of money. All right, we can get a better container. And then we can take that up to 60. Right, and then control units, we needed 14. And the price on those is pretty low, but it's still going to be super expensive. So let's get 14 of those. We are going to start making them soon. And that exceeds what we need, so I can grab this one just for those. And I don't even know what I need to actually make the vehicles. But this will get it started. So, ouch. Right, bye. That was rough. But it's done, and we'll get those materials in. We can just drop them over here, and this will get built. In the meantime, trucks are coming through. They're going to offload. And the reason that I want another MDR is because of the major drop in production on these lines. Why is this not broken down? Come on. So you can see there's stuff coming through, but it's a little slow. And it may be that I could speed belts up somewhere, although this is not backing up anywhere. Oh, these ones are also finished. Yeah, so all the mines in this area will be done pretty soon. So I will need to have the MDRs out, and hopefully outposts will help us as well. Now let's get rid of these, and then get rid of the belts as well. Okay, I'll leave that there for now. This is eventually all going to be coming out. Anything else? These are all working. I see 6 items with no power. I know 4 of them are the backup generators. Yeah, that's those, and there we go. It's those 2 that I'm already breaking down. So I have some iron over here. I think I'm gonna attach this one. So we'll grab the extractor, and I don't even know if I'm gonna bother trying to have 2 on this because it's too close to the building anyway. Yep, that's not gonna happen. So I'll just pop that in, belt this straight across to there, and grab power straight into there. So that'll give us a bit more iron. I have iron spots here and there. There's another one. There is, I think, yeah, there's another one over here that I could probably do. Yeah, maybe I will. Since I've already broken things down. No, this one is a very small hitbox. Wait, oh, hang on. One there, and one there. Oh, I can do 2. Good, we'll get those out of the way quickly. And I'm just going to drop it onto that line and build. And then power. I think that's probably the closest, and this is temporary, so I'm not really worried about how it looks. That's going to give us some more iron into the system. We have some titanium, we've got aluminium, although aluminium is slowing down. We don't have many nodes left. I think that's one of them, also a bit slow. It's fine, as long as these are moving, I'm not worried that they're not backing up yet. Go back to the top, and we just about have our cargo pod. Yep, I'll just drop it over here. Right, so they've already got all the concrete in. Everything else is coming along. Urgent contract. 100 of these on Earth. I don't have 100, so I'm going to have to think about that. Oh, that looks very different. Oh, that's not how the cargo pods looked before. Is that a change that they've made in the game? Or maybe it's just because I used the very big pod. Anyway, we're halfway through the night. We have 47 days and, yeah, only 4 days and 16 hours of night. So, yeah, power is sorted again. So I also need to have a look at the tech center. Is that under logistics as well? There it is. And we are actually producing everything that we need to make that one. I'll wait until this is finished first. But the tech center is needed for us to be able to research the helium-3 harvester. And we're getting to the point where we might be hitting a problem with science, and that's okay. But I have a couple of rovers that aren't doing anything, so this is what I'm going to do. Let's just keep the focus on rare earth. This guy I'm going to just bring down here, geological scan, and then this one I'm going to carry on going this way. We'll just do one over there as well. And as you can see, 3 trucks going to the MDR, and they are still not producing enough. And I have an energy shortage somewhere. Oh, they're building that pole. No problem there. This has all the materials, and it is now going to get built. In terms of how far this needs to come out, I think there are only like 4 more items that I need to put in there. So easiest way to see that is go to the high-tech factory. So yeah, energy cells, control units, composites, and then there's also the helium. And I'm not sure where that gets stored, but I think it has its own storage. I've done that research. So maybe only 3. Yeah, it does look like that. So we can safely build something down over here if we want to. And I might just start setting that up. So the tech center is this building. Oh, it's a little one. And it doesn't have any inputs or outputs. Yeah, I think that should be fine. We can just put that over here. It's an underground facility, apparently. And it's not going to get in the way of anything, I don't think. There isn't anything else I need to build in the logistics. I do need the railgun. Maybe the railgun is better down here because it's closer to these items. Let's move the tech center. We'll bring it up. You know, this is actually not a bad place for it over here. Hold on, let's just slow this down. And let me think about what I might want to do in this area. I know that there's going to be an elevator going down somewhere over here because that needs to take the medicines and food down, which will come off belts that I don't want to route back into the storage. Vehicles also have to drive through here, maybe over here. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what use it has, but I mean, this is the route that the vehicles are on. So yeah, let's do it over here. And that needs things that we are producing, so I don't need to buy anything in for it. Urgent contract on Earth. That I can do, that I can do, that I can do. I get some green science and a bit of money. Yeah, let's accept that. And it's an easy one, so I'm not going to bother. It's 60 days to get the bonus. Wow. Yeah, I'm not going to bother using the flight control center. You can't really automate it very well, so it's just easier to use these. Total weight 9 tons. If I change the cargo pod to that, but I want the landing pad to be that. Capsule is unsuitable. Okay, so you can't use the big one on the normal landing pads. Well, in that case, I will use 3 of the small ones. Send, send, and send. That'll give my guys something to do when they're not building. So I've routed belts because I did experiment with the deliveries over here. And it was, yeah, it was a good thing that I did it off camera because it was a complete mess. Things were going on wrong belts and getting stuck, and I had to spend a heap of money on upgrading. All of these belts are eventually going to need to be upgraded to the max, just to make sure that the flow stays consistent. It's super expensive. I have done a few of them already where I needed to, but there'll be more. So basically, I've got the output. So when I decide to release something from one of these boxes, the output takes it into this line, which I had doubling back. I need to remove that. I don't need that anymore. That was just to flush out things that got stuck on this belt. So I will go back and do that. It goes out over here and it plugs into the input on the Expedition Control Center. If the Expedition Control Center is not the one it needs, it kicks it out and it takes it around this side. And this is where I made a mistake by putting the input for the Flight Control Center on this side. But it's fine, it kind of works out. It comes into the input over here and then it does what it needs to do, delivers. If it's not being delivered here, then it just comes straight back out and goes on the belt. And I have these filtered. So this one accepts all the regular products. And I think I'll probably add food and medicine to this. This one over here is the one that only does slag. I don't think I'm going to have a need to send oxides away or anything else, any of the other raw materials. But that seems to be working. And these are set up. This one is doing... Oh, right, yes. So this output belt, this comes in and goes into our line and adds in to the boxes. That is like, that's an output for everything that isn't raw material based. So yeah, I've deselected all the raw materials there. This one is set up for only Regolith. This one here is set up right now for only the rare earth stuff. And then I have an extra port available for potentially ice. Although this has more outputs and I might change my produced items for these boxes to come out on this side just to save a bit on the belts. But it's fine. We have ice. And somewhere along the line, I'm thinking this is maybe where the helium will come out as well. I don't know. All right, how we do it? Ooh, we have it. And if we wanted to do, oh my gosh, look at that. The expense. I need to start automating control units and composites because, yeah, that's going to be expensive. But now we can build our own MDR. Let me just get some power in here. Awesome. So we can have a couple of MDRs around, and I will then also obviously need a few more trucks because the trucks will need to take the stuff from the MDR and we can focus them in different areas. All right, I'm not too worried about this contract. It's going to be finished way ahead of schedule. Now we wait for that to get built and let's have a look at where we are. The MDR upgrade, that's pretty important. And I might just queue up a second one. I'm out of green science. So let's buy some. And that's the one, except one of those has already left. 2 of them have left. We're just waiting for this last one. And our rovers are idle again, and they have done some work. So more scanning. And I think this one is, yeah, I'll bring this one down to that area. The trucks are on their way back. See, how are we doing on material? So we're not battling with rare earth elements because now we have rare earth minerals in stock. I need to get these two built. And even if I do them as like temporary manual facilities that the robots just load. Oh, that's the contract complete. So if I built, oh, hang on. Let's see, high-tech factory, all of that stuff is easy. Oh, and all of this stuff is easy. It's here. It's just going to reduce the amount that goes to storage. So I think maybe I will do a couple of these. And like I said, temporary, I will put them one there and one there. Now they both use duralumin plates. In fact, all three of those last items that we need use duralumin plates. Two of them use nanotubes. And all the material is actually kind of in this area. So I could do belts, but I'm not going to do that. I just want to get things done. So the control units will be that machine and the composites will be this one. And I reckon my drones are going to be a little bit bored, so they can load those up. Now I have power lines right here, so I can plug that into there and there. And I don't even think I'm going to put storage boxes in for these. These are temporary. Back upstairs, that is done. So these guys are doing what exactly? Why is there a power shortage here? I mean, this uses 100 power. It's got a power connection. This uses composites for maintenance. Hang on. Let's play a little bit faster and see if that fixes itself up, because there's definitely a power line going through here. Or did I... Oh, I see what I did. This pole should not be there. That means I have to remove all of these. Somehow I connected it not to this pole, but to the ground. So we'll do that and then plug that in. You have to take that wire out first, and then I can take this and plug it in. And then I will make these super priorities, although they look like they were anywhere. And then we need to plug this new building in as well. So that's in. And I don't know what this does. It just doesn't seem to do anything, really. It's there, though. Power is still looking strong. 97%. And, yeah, it's not the end of the day yet. Awesome. Alright, that power pole is almost done. Good. Energy shortage should be a thing of the past. This has power. Perfect. Now, another thing I'd like to start doing is, if you have a look under power, there are the RTGs. Now, I've upgraded them already, so their base is 16. I've got that up to 20. I'm making all the stuff to put them down, and these are just free power. You don't have to do anything with them. You just have a bank of them, and they just make power for you. Feed them into your system. The only problem is they are pretty pricey. I mean, modular frames and modular terminals, quite a few pieces of carbon fiber. So it's something that I'm thinking about doing, and maybe just downstairs where I have lots of space somewhere, just stick a whole bank of them in, generate like, I don't know, a few hundred power. Urgent contract. It's on Earth. Don't have the resources to send the microcircuits, and the microcircuits are being used in repairs, so I don't want to send all of them. I will think about it. It's a lot of money. And I've got 30 days, 20 days for the bonus. Oh, you know what? I'm accepting it. I don't know if I'm going to regret that. Let's do it. Send the resources. Total weight 7 tons. Oh, and yes, it says I don't have enough resources, but that's fine. So we'll send a small pod, send, and then we'll change the pod to that pod. Fill that, and that will do it. I need to go downstairs and have a look at how we're doing here. I could up the production. Oh, that's silly. I didn't add this one in. Yes, I did this between episodes. That was the last thing that I did. So with any luck, are we going to get anything out of there? Now, obviously the robots came and took them out manually. Maybe I could... This is backing up. And that's backed up, so maybe another one of these. I need more microcircuits anyway. Okay, so another microcircuit factory. Pop that in there. This will go into there. And in case I decide to expand, that will go to there. That belt in to there. And then this one out to there. Power. All right, let's build all of that. Add the power. We'll bring that one down to there and plug it in. Cool. We don't have a shortage of rare earth. I have a box that is completely full. The belt is filling up as well. That's nice. Maybe I can speed that up as well. So another rare elements processor, and I think I need to flip this one because the slag is going up that way. Pop that in there. We've got another urgent contract on Earth. I have all of that. It's a fair bit of money. 10 days to load. I just finished a contract. So yeah, let's accept that one and go and set up the delivery. Oh, we've got sciences there. We'll send those resources. Total of 5.5 tons. We'll just change it and send 2 small ones. Send and send. Right, back to where we were. Belt into there and belt out to there. Build all of that. Power, I think I'm going to add a new power pole there and plug that in. That wasn't exactly in the right place, but that's fine. So that contract was completed. Yep, and we're back over 3.2 million. And microprocessors should start pumping up much faster. That contract is completed. More money. Wow. It's not going down. Well, that's mainly because I'm not upgrading belts. If I start upgrading belts, that money will disappear very quickly. Rovers are idle. We'll come down here, move that scan to there. This one will move to there. Those 3 trucks are on their way back, so we've just had more material dropped off. Very good. Let's see how we're doing up here. These are built, and they are actually produced. Oh, we got some stock. Okay, maybe I should put a box in. I mean, it's going to be temporary, but, you know, often temporary turns into permanent. We'll put one over there and one over there. And belt that into there, that into there. Oh, that was wrong. That into there. Build all of that. So, yeah, the resources are being delivered by a drone. I will eventually organize belts. Maybe this is a permanent location for it. I'll have to figure out how to get the materials back to storage. I could just come underneath this, but I wanted to save this area for maybe additional rooms. Alright, research complete. What did we get? MDR upgrade. Awesome. Less slag. Let's have a look at where we are. We are actually, are we wasting science? We actually don't have any blue science. Oh, let's fix that quickly. We'll grab that one, and I'm just going to... Wait, did I not accept that? Moving too quickly. Okay. That's accepted. And we'll just pause. Let's go and have a look at what we're going to research. Okay, so we have to finish the territory probes before we can get to the helium harvester. But I have to keep things going. So I think I will do another MDR upgrade. There's an area upgrade as well, a mining area upgrade. I'll get to that. I'd rather have a lot less slag. So let's do that one. Yeah, a lot of the focus right now is going to be on making sure that we are getting Regolith in. And good regolith at that. Composites. Cool. Are you going to feed in? Why are you sitting out there? Come on. That's also not... Oh, wait. Is that because it's paused? It is. There we go. Right. Back up. We don't have any contracts on the go. We still got a heap of money. This has been built. I don't know what its use is. But let's have a look at logistics. There's a railgun. Now, the railgun is not expensive to make. But I also don't really know what that does. It has inputs though. So is it maybe a thing to put down here? I mean, there isn't really anything else. There's this launch station. Receives and launches rockets. That sounds like an over here type thing. So it has inputs and an output. Can it flip? It can. Maybe I could do that. I don't know what it receives though. So for now it's going like that. And we'll let that build. And does it accept power? I'm sure it probably does. Yep, there we go. And it'll have power. So now we can go and have a look at what stock we have. Hey, we have 6 control units and 5 composites. Things are happening. We need 24 composites for that. I'll wait for the MDR. We're also going to need some more trucks. And I have everything that I need for those. I think the modular frames are the biggest issue, and I have 83 now. So we're good. I also need to do the research to be able to make more drones. That's the one over there. I'll have to get back to that. But if I'm going to be doing mainly belts, I don't know if I need that many drones. Alright, let's speed up. Yeah, there's still material on the belts, but it's just not good. I've upgraded all of these, so obviously it's processing the regolith coming in a lot faster. There just isn't enough regolith. Alright, select the explored area where you want to build an outpost. Oh wait, hang on, we can build outposts? Set a route for the cargo truck to load it with resources and send it to the destination. So we can start doing outposts. I have some upgrades to do. To view the research results, switch to the resource display mode. Okay, so there's the probe. Yeah, we can do all of that. Please note that leasing new territories requires regular financial investment. Oh, so if I want to put an outpost down, I see. Okay. And if we want to focus on something particular, we can click on the filters, send truck with materials to the chosen territory, right? Okay, I'll figure that out. Right now, I just want to get a second MDR going. And our composites are growing super slow. We need to get rid of some silicon and titanium. Wow, we got a lot of titanium. In fact, that could be bad. Let's just check. That box is almost full, and if that gets full, it clogs everything up. I could either do a contract, add a box, or sell. And I don't want to sell or necessarily put another box on yet. So let's see if we can find some contracts with titanium as the focus. So let's look from the top. Okay, that is on the moon. 244. Yeah, I could just send that. That's a nice quick one. 15 days. Accept, send resources. It is a small orbiter, send, and then continue looking for more. Oh, that's a goodie. 977 of them. It's on Earth, and we get a little bit of research as well. Let's do that. Accept, send resources. A total of 4.8 tons. Might as well just send 2 small ones. Full send, full send. That will bring down the titanium number a bit. Alright, silicon production has obviously slowed a lot, so I think I'm going to put one of these machines off. In fact, I'm going to put 2 of them off. I don't need any more smart concrete at the moment. Right now, I need silicon production. So I don't want these machines... Actually, I'm going to switch a 3rd one off. I don't want these machines chewing up the silicon that could be going into the silicon, which will be needed to go down the line to feed this process, and a couple more up this line. Although, this one is backed up, and it's going to storage. So let me... Yeah, this one's not very well set up, but I can prioritize this output. And that will send everything down the line so that we can get more microcircuits, so we can get all the other stuff. Let's have a look at these machines, how they're doing. We have stock of everything in them, so it is producing. The same with this, these are producing. I mean, it's slow, but we've got 8 control units and we've got 7 composites. You know what I'm going to do? I've got 9 people. I have 12 beds. Let's see if I can do something. Well, let's get some more people. What the heck? We keep doing it. Right, we have athletes. Okay, so he's going to need a gym or place to work out. He's adaptive. He's probably going to die anyway, so I'm just going to hire him. This guy's an introvert and an athlete. This guy is 64 years old, optimist, adaptive. Yeah, let's get him. Carmen, she's an engineer. Ooh, we could use another botanist. Optimist, extrovert. Yeah, hire. I'm getting more than I need. Oh no, what am I doing? I'm sending them separately. All right, let's do that. I think it's cost me a couple of rockets. That's okay. That contract is completed. Good. We have another one on the way. Probably still have a lot of titanium, but that's more manageable. That's good. Oh, look at that. We have a railgun. And that takes... Oh, we can make... Can we make the probes here? Resource probe designed to search for deposits of valuable minerals such as silicon, iron, titanium, and rare earth. Okay, so do I click on it? And that's going to grab some stuff. I assume it's going to make one and then we can launch them. Interesting. Alright, well, I'm going to let that happen. Cargo pods are ready. Let's drop them in front of the elevator. Welcome, people. Let's see what happens to the number. I've got 9 at the moment. I don't even know how many are hired. But if that goes beyond 12, I'm going to need more beds. Well, yeah, that was 5 people. I think I might have lost one. Let's have a look at the assignments. No, they all alive. And I got 14 people. And that contract was completed. Good. So basically now I'm waiting until I have 24 composites before I can continue, because I need to build an MDR, but I also need to build a couple of trucks. My rovers are idle again. So let's send you... There's something interesting over here. Run the scan. And I think you can start coming down a bit. So let's have a look at this. Like this area is pretty good for helium. If we can strike a nice balance of like everything. That's a lot of titanium. There's no iron there, bit of iron there. There's some helium. Oh wow. Slightest movement and it just throws everything. I do need a lot of silicon, so that might be a good spot, but there's 0 titanium there. Titanium's more over this way, but as soon as you get to the titanium, you lose the silicon. I'm going to have to play around with this. If I click on that, what do I send? Alright, so I'm going to need to send a truck. Alright, I'm not going to do that. I will investigate how that works. First, I need the vehicles. And look at this. All of these are empty because we don't have enough iron oxide coming through. We have Regolith coming in. And we do have iron mines scattered about, so we are getting some iron. Alright, let's continue playing so that I can get my composite up. Got 9. Need 24. And back into the research, I think the MDR upgrade is more important than the ice harvester. I don't really need the ice harvester much yet. Once this is finished, I will be able to do the helium harvester. But I also need to start looking at all of the outpost stuff. So there's an outpost RTG that produces power for an outpost. Biogenerator, yeah, I don't want to use one of those. We can, but I need to unlock it so I can get to the fusion reactor that uses helium-3 as fuel. Ooh. So the territory probe is important for that. I might need to get the biogenerator anyway. Then we have outpost transport node, helium harvester upgrade. Oh, okay, so it's separate from the helium harvester. I think I'm going to queue up the biogenerator just to get it out of the way. Yeah, then I'm going to need to go and buy some more blue science. Yeah, we'll get that. It looks like orange. Yeah, we've got orange for another 70 days. Wow. These composites take a lot of material. And so do the control units, but, you know, we're not using massive amounts of them all the time. It's just from time to time we need a lot, so we can back them up. I've already got 15 control units, so the cost on that, the purchase price is 17,000 each, so we already saved a huge amount of money. And we've got 12 composites. So we're halfway to being able to build an MDR. And has my little diversion trick worked? Let's have a look. Yep, we're backing up. And we have 83 microcircuits in stock. Good. That's what I was looking for. Stock those up. Because I think the microcircuits, something goes into the modular terminals. Microcircuits go into the production of microprocessors, which are needed for the control units. So we need to have that process flowing. I'm going to need to have a lot more of these, and I'm going to need to upgrade them. Idle rover, just run a scan over there, and that one must be almost finished as well. I will need to do research in how the outposts work. I'll think about things between episodes and try and figure things out. Eventually I'm going to neaten up the slag delivery line. But let's see, we need more beds. We're short a couple, so I'm going to start. I'll take a row of beds and put them in over here. And then we have recreation, and I think I unlocked a locker, a cabinet. So we could have a cabinet for each bed and then spread them out a bit. I mean, they're not, oh, they actually are, oh my gosh, they're quite expensive. Hang on. They use control units. Heck no. Wow, they actually use control units. Well, I'll put one into this room. That's super expensive. I have 22 control units now, so all good. And we're up to 18 composites. Almost ready to build an MDR. So let's head upstairs and get ourselves a couple of trucks. I think I should be able to do 2 of them. That's gonna, all the material's gonna come across, and then I'm just waiting for that to get to 24, and we'll be able to send out an MDR with its own truck that I didn't have to pay for. Right, Rover, you can come down and run your scan over there. So basically what you're seeing now, I've filtered it by rare earth. Let me just close that down a bit. I'm gonna keep that open so I can see things going on. But if I go to aluminium oxide, we can see that there's spots of aluminium. This is, oh, we're pretty scarce on, actually I want you to rather go over here. Silicon, it looks like there's a patch up there. Titanium, we've got a big patch over there. Rare earth, yep, all over the place. Iron oxide, right over there. And ice, all the little blue dots. We've got ice fairly close by. Now, I could have had this MDR much closer because I was focusing on rare earth. Anyway, what if something just happened? Urgent contract, deliver to Earth, silicon and plates. Yeah, fair money, fair money. We'll accept that. And let's head down and send. I think I need to change the cargo pod to that and full order. Yeah, and send. We just had another load of stuff come through. Are we backing up into this box yet? Yeah, sort of. Check if we're backing up into the box downstairs. So this is the box, and yeah, we're getting stuff in. I think it's because it's coming in faster than it's going out. But I don't think we have a problem with rare earth minerals anymore. Yeah, it's staying kind of consistent. That's fine. That's good. I think our belts are backing up. Yep, our belts have backed up. And so has the silicon. So once that has backed up to this point, it will then carry on going through, back that one up, and then once that's backed up, it will go into storage. I think that's how I've got it set up. That's cool. It's working though. Another rover idle. Let's see if there's any silicon. It looks like there might be silicon in this direction. There's at least a hotspot. It looks like I found some silicon over here as well. This area could be good. Did we? Yeah, we completed that order already. Nice. I haven't spent a lot of money in this episode. Still got 14 people. Somewhere I lost 3 drones. I don't know where they are. I'll have to check those trucks out. But I will be able to make more of them soon. Might as well get some orange science. Let's pump that up. Good. I think I could have another carbon fiber producer in here. And I think I might just do that. So, carbon fiber factory right there. And you don't have to worry about power inside the buildings because the buildings are powered. I don't know if there's a limit. We'll figure that one out. Build all of that. We have 24 composites. That means we can come out here and go, build me a mobile drilling rig. And, oh, look, we've got a truck. We've got an urgent contract as well. It's on Earth. I have all of that. And it gives science as well as a fairly good bonus if I can do it in 15 days, which will definitely not be a problem. Let's accept that and send the resources by load. 5.8 tons. It's basically 2 of the small ones. Send, full, and... oh dear. Is that going to send everything? Send? Yeah, it did send everything. Awesome. So is that our new truck? Is it already built and it's just on its own leaving the base? Monarch. Yeah, looks like it is. Maybe I'll build another one. Yeah, why not? I think the focus here should be on this one though. It started loading, but obviously, you know... oh, what? Not enough water. Where? Oh, that was the new carbon fiber thing. There's enough water. Producing 20, consuming 10.9. Oxygen producing 120, consuming 87. We are good. And we have 4 carbon fiber producers. And I think there are probably upgrades for them at some point. But I'd need to upgrade this lot first. Super. You know, I could put in a couple more beds and hire more people. Do we have people to hire? Oh, there's a whole bunch. A chef? Yeah, she does botany as well. Let's grab her. A medic. I don't really need a medic. I have plenty of food, but I need engineers. He is stress resistant. Ooh, good dude to have on the moon. So there's an engineer. And we have another engineer who's a bar regular. I'm going to need to research the bar. And he's got a good memory. And he does some sciencey stuff. All right, let's get him. So that's another 3. We'll hire them. We have 16 bed. I need 1 more bed. I'll just put another row in. Sounded like a liftoff. We have 1 more container to dispatch. And that is basically done. All right, how are we doing? Wait, this is not getting loaded. Oh, right, this will get loaded now. Contract complete. Nice. Good. We got some more research as well. Our monthly report is in. Everything is going well. Power is good. Still got 70% going into morning. Our pod is ready. We can put them down over there. Over there. Urgent contract. It's on the moon. No, I'm not doing moon things. Don't need to. The nice thing about having this storage set up outside is that your robots don't need to go down the elevator to go and pick things up. Although they are having to do it now because of the control units and the composites. Urgent contract again on Earth. I have. Really? There's... why is it urgent? I mean, 50-day deadline and there's a penalty. There's no bonus for doing it faster. I want to get my MDR finished. I'm going to have to say I'm not really desperate to get rid of any of this stuff. So, yeah, I think no. Yeah, my rovers are idle again. Let's see, how are we doing on iron? Looks like we've got an iron spot over here, so we'll run a scan there. This dude... no, he didn't find anything down here. We were looking at silicon over here. Oh, maybe I can send him to run a scan over there. Okay, good. Things are coming in here. Wasting science points. Oh, pause. Going to science. We are currently not using green anywhere. Let's have a look down the green line. We do have helium-3 storage. The VR center is done. Let's have a look at this blockchain data center. Oh, no, hold on. Outpost living block. That we need. a territory probe first. Okay, and that I'm busy doing. AI Research Center, an AI managed research center that processes complex data requiring high computational power, generates fundamental and engineering science potential. I mean, well, I'd have to do the advertising campaign first, and that uses just green. That's the one, and that can go even above this. Okay, play on. So we have an idle truck outside the base. I'm going to leave that there for now. I'm earmarking it to run with this MDR, and I'll have a couple more. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I don't want to do this advertising campaign. Well, that's going to unlock stuff for us. Ah, heck, okay. Well, because we could have done the carbon fiber factory upgrade. Although that's not really important right now. Not crazy important. I'm just keeping an eye on things over here because this is almost built. And I want to see it roll off the production line. Right, we finished some research. We got the territory probe. Good, that's going to unlock a few things. How are we doing? We are using all the sciences. But now that we got the territory probe, we could actually switch out this green one. Because I think I'd rather get the outpost, because this is going to take us to the bar and then the outpost science module. Let's do that one and bring that above. But there are other things that we could have done as a result of that, and that includes the helium harvester. I want to queue that one up, and that is going to go above those two as well. Looks like our rovers are idle again. Okay, we got some aluminium over here. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, maybe you should just run that and get that area cleared out. On this side, we have exposed some aluminium. Silicon, not so much. Big piece of titanium there. Rare earth over there. Iron oxide, we found some. And water ice. Okay, so what are we looking for in this area? I think maybe we're just looking to go further down this way. So let's run the scan there. And back to the bottom. And where we can see our MDR. Look at that, it's actually in there, it's being built. Very few items left to add. And we have 17 people. We have 17 people, folks. But now, what are my robots doing? They are running around here. Oh, they're filling up these machines. Maybe I should just make this the priority, rather. Let's make that the priority. Come on. I have everything in storage. Oh, it's being constructed. It is being constructed. There it is, folks. And it's coming out. Awesome. There is our first MDR. And I'm going to, I think, grab a screenshot here. As this comes out, it looks pretty good. Crashing into the building. I think I might have messed things up a little. Urgent contract. Earth. Yes, I can deliver that. Bonus 20 days, accept. Ooh. And there's a truck coming out as well. Where is this MDR going? It's taking a route right around. Oh, that's a heck of a route that it's selected. We'll be able to sort it out. I think I have a contract that I need to deliver. I got 19 days. I'll send those resources. Well, that is, yeah, that's not quite, how much is the full load? 4.5. Okay, so it's two of the small ones, basically. So full that send, full send. All right, let's see what this one is all about. Silicon, and yes, I can do that to Earth. Good bonus and more science. I'll accept that. And we can then send those resources, and that full would be two small ones. Send, full, send. That is it. All right, so our landing pads are going to be very full right now. And this MDR is still making its way out. It's just driving over the batteries. Good, now I have no idea where I'm going to send this guy yet. Let's see, what have we been getting in here? We've got, we need aluminium. Aluminium and iron. So if I can find a place that has aluminium and iron together, that would be great. So iron oxide, we've got a spot over here, there and there. Let's see if there's aluminium now though. Ooh, yeah, I think I'm going to send that MDR up here. That looks like the spot for it. This thing still hasn't left base yet. Okay, we delivered a contract. Oh, good, good. And it looks like we've delivered the second one already. Oh, we have. Look at that. We've actually increased our money in this episode. Wait, where is this MDR? Is it out yet? Yeah, I need to move this one out of the way so I can see it. Okay, so I mean, there's no rare earths over there at all. I could use one of these rovers to come and scan this little spot to see what's in here. Maybe I will focus just on aluminium. So we are going to the right place. We're on the edge of it. That's fine. We'll go and do that. And then we have a couple of trucks that I can send. And in the meantime, I'm going to just move them up there so they're close by. Now you can switch on fuel if you want to. I mean, these ones have already been in the cargo center, so they are full. I can make fuel active and then they go faster, but I don't really want to do that. You know something? I'm thinking that maybe I'm going to change the MDR to here. Yeah, that's much closer, and then I won't need 3 trucks. So I'll just move the truck there and that truck there as well. Yeah, because there's aluminium here, but there may also be iron over here. Right, what do we got? An urgent contract. It's on the moon. I'll think about it. Do have a lot of fuel. I'm going to have to do some contracts with fuel. Let me see if we've got any. Focus on fuel. 185 with science. That's kind of a no-brainer. Yeah, I'll do that one. It's on Earth. Accept. Send. 7.4. Yeah, I think that's going to be 2 of the Courier X ones. So full, send, full. Yep. Send. Okay. That will get us some more cash, which is not as important as the science. I need to boost the science constantly. And in here, if we were to do a harvester, we only need 8 control units for the helium harvester and 5. So the MDR is the really expensive one. I might have more of them unless the outposts are better. And that hasn't really solved our fuel problem, so let's go and see what else is available. 601. I don't want to get rid of that much fuel. No, too much. That one's nice, but no science. This one, oh, 705, but with 400. No, that's on the moon. Nope. 305,000. Not really. I want research. See, like this one. That's it's on the moon. 139 with 400 research. Let's do that one. I'll send those resources. It's 2 small pods. Send and send. And then go back because there was this one with orange science, 432. And I've got 6 days to, ooh, wow. I don't know, 6 days to load 432? Yeah, it can be done. I'm not doing anything else. I would like to get that research. That'd be nice. I mean, it's 400 for 10 days. It's a total of 4,000. Yeah, let's do that one. Total weight is 17 tons. My gosh. Shall I change to the flight control center and then this one, and I'll need to send 2 of them. Yes, let's try that, because we haven't really shown the flight control center in full glory yet. So we'll full one, send, full, send. Let's head down. We are going to need to open the floodgates. That would be this one. Unblock that. That is going to run out. It's a little slow because I need to do belt upgrades. Maybe I can help it out a little. There we go. That's flowing a little bit better. That's a blockage. Yeah, that's flowing out well. So this is going out. Heading... Oh, have I? No, it's fine. It's going out this way. It's going to come out over here and go into the flight control center. And then that is being loaded up very, very quickly. And I hope... Oh, man. Yeah, you see, you can't stop the robots from reserving. And then they bring stuff very slowly. Okay, so that one is done. And the next ship comes in. Come on, dude. Running out of time here. Wow. Does take a long time to arrive. Okay, so now these are being loaded. Yeah, it's good. And now it's stopped. It's stopped because the rest is reserved by these guys, which is such a pain. But I need things to be taken out of these boxes. I just don't want them taken out for that. Anyway, we're going to lock that. So all of this stuff is going to come back. And I need to fix this belt. And that's going to go back into the fuel box. And that line will be cleared. Oh, and that is gone. Did I manage to finish it on time? I did. Monthly report, close, contract complete. That one. Oh, another one. That was good. Look at how much science we've got. I need some blue science. Yes, our little facility is looking pretty good up on the surface right now. What did we get here? Let's see. Shall I maybe make another territory probe? Probe that allows the territory to be marked for outpost establishment. Well, that sounds like a good one. Let's queue one of those up. Maybe 2. And then we'll do another mineral probe thing. This one is the Casper anomaly probe, searches for local features affecting helium-3 extraction, as well as objects with scientific research potential. Alright, well, that we haven't got yet, but good. And we're over 4 million cash. And lots of science. And are we mining? We are. And very little slag, iron, silicon, aluminium, Very, very nice. Right, you are going to set the route. Departure point, the Titan. Okay, Huron is the original one we had. So that's going to be the Titan. Delivery point, base. And then I'm going to select patrol. That's it. Assign. And then I need to do the other truck, which is this one. We'll do exactly the same thing. Set the route to the Titan, back to base, and patrol. And that means it's completely hands-free. Now that little patrol button, yeah, I didn't know what it meant. Anyway, that's cool. We are getting some good resources from that. And those resources will come back in here, drop into our boxes. Fantastic. We already have one container completely filled with slag. This one, we've still got space. So I can keep building these out. I have a whole bank of these large bulk storages with slag just to have it. I have to figure out how I'm going to get rid of it at some stage. Maybe they need their own flight control center or something. And we have almost finished the research for the MDR upgrade, mining efficiency 2. This one is underway. I need more blue science. Yeah. We're going to need to get into the outpost thing, and that'll come in the coming episodes. I don't know how long it takes to get there. But we have the helium harvester marked, which means we can start doing helium soon. We have a cargo bay upgrade for the MDR as well as the area upgrade. And then MDR mining area selection. Updated software allows the setting of an automated mining route over a large area. Well, we do need to get stuff into our factory. And I'm considering very seriously moving this line that is taking all the other materials onto this side and having 2 lines coming out with the Regolith into 2 separate boxes because we need more. And look at that, we've got a couple of trucks already on their way back from here. And it looks like we have a serious hotspot. What hotspot is that exactly? It's iron. Oh wow, we've got a big iron deposit over here, right next to aluminium. Okay, good. So we'll be working there. We've made our own MDR. We have trucks, we are delivering. We're good on power. We have 52 days available and yeah, only going into night now, so 14 days of night. Everything's going pretty well. Factory, there's certain lines backed up. Other lines will back up. Right, wait, cargo unload. Wait, why is it asking me for cargo unload? You need to go there, shouldn't you? Yeah, this, I'm not sure what that means, but I'm going to put it over there. What truck are you? It's coming back. Oh, it's a very small amount of stuff. Obviously, the MDR didn't have enough time to mine anything. Right, well, it dropped a little bit off, and that is already being picked up and taken where it needs to be. I will keep an eye on that one, make sure that I have it correctly set. Boy, this routing is awful. Anyway, if you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments, let me know your thoughts, and any tips on how the outposts and mining work. I haven't done outposts because it's brand new to this update. But it looks like we have everything being produced that we want produced, just not in the amounts that I'd like to have it produced yet. I might even have another MDR soon. But yeah, as you can see, we definitely need a lot more to be coming in. Yeah, in the next episode, we will advance. We'll try and get to outposts and maybe another MDR to go and farm more stuff and get these researches done as well. And obviously just keep an eye on production in general. We've still got 17 people, so that's good. And they seem to be okay. Just check on food. Well, we've got organics. Food is good. Medicines are good. I think we're fine. I could maybe use some more decorations and amenities for the people. But no, we're good. So thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, cheers!